with disruptions like unified payment interface and so many, which has opened the doors for so many companies now, from let's say, I think around 4 or 5 companies in the financial payments domain. Now we have, I think more than 25 in India alone. How do you see the market evolving, and how much of an important role do you see product-led thinking playing in the industry? Because it does become, like you were saying that it's not a linear progression, anymore. It's an exponential or a parallel, multiple avenues, multiple technologies, platforms being introduced at the same time. How do you see the industry going?
So one of the things that everybody is saying is over the period of time, the whole app market is changed. So earlier there were apps for specific purposes. Now they are combining together. So what we call it as a super app concept.
Yes.
The super app concept is changing. So how we can bring as many solutions, as many services to the fingertips of the customer in one app, that is becoming a key. So you want to buy something, you get there, same app is used. You want to navigate from one place to the other, you use the same app. So it started with one of the application from Tencent called WeChat app. So WeChat does the shopping, WeChat does the navigation, WeChat does the payment. WeChat payment is one of the most popular in China. Yeah. So what we call it as a BAT, Baidu, Alibaba, and Tencent is like a technology giant in China or Asia Pacific that drives a lot of technology. So that super app concept is coming. The same thing, like my super app is Amazon. So everybody is using Amazon nowadays, which is a near to super app, because you can do anything using the Amazon app. So same thing, what we call it as a GAFA, which is Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, is a kind of together. This GAFA concept of fintech is also very popular, and everybody of them is trying to culminate all these services into a super app. Like you see Tata Neu, which is another super app. They are trying to get to the big basket. They are trying to get all the Tata
1mg, the medicine. Yeah.
Tata Medicine, the 1mg, Tata Sky, which is now a Tata Play. They are trying to club it together in one super app. So that's something that providing ecosystem, as well as you can use it for buying one thing to the other. So like the new ONDC initiative taken by the government of India, which standardizes this purchase. So there will be seller applications and buyer applications. So ONDC, I'm not sure whether you have.
Yes, I have. In fact, I recently posted the famous Nandan Nilekani 30-minute speech on ONDC. I think it was very visionary.
Yes. So Mr. Koshi is the CEO for ONDC, and he explained it in one of the sessions as well, how the buyer application. So there are already buyer and seller applications are ready. And the target is end of this year, this ONDC is going to be live with multiples of such applications. So this is a next generation with super apps. This is a standardization of the way these things are happening as far as the protocol and buyer and seller experience is concerned. Even logistics is one big part of it. So all things together, a super app concept is coming up. So that I would say is a big thing. Still, the crypto is still a separate part of the industry, but with the CBDC and stable currencies, this stable coins, it is going to come within the fold as well. As we see. So that is my thought about how it will be.
So, Krishna sir, do you see the skill also evolving in in the same way that the market is evolving? Like we are talking about super apps, we are talking about. Do you see that people I'm sure you interview a lot of people, technology folks. Do you see them coming up with more and more, product mindset led skill to the fold?
So there are product people and there are developers. What your question is absolutely the answer that many people are still finding out, which I try to do within the organization as a part of the technical lead kind of role, whereby we can marry these two. But it is hard because although they are working on the same product, the focus is on the technology for engineers. You have to define some sort of framework for them to work on so that they can go and focus and deliver the goods. In my opinion, they should know what is the big picture. We should make sure they are aware where we are going, but they should not be able to get into driving the product delivery or product requirements as such. Yeah, if that's what we are looking at, that may not be the right approach, because super app, envisioning a super app is a very different business use case and business requirement. Getting that implemented is a slightly different problem state. Yeah? That we need right skill, which we need focused skills to deliver that, because we need to deliver that fast.
Sure.
Yeah? We need to show the vision to the developers. We need to align the vision, align the outcome with the developers. Then only we'll be able to get to that. So that will be the product mindset for the developers. But we can't expect product development to be done by engineers. Yeah? So there are different. So as far as skill development is concerned, there is a gap between the product understanding and the development. So technology skill is a completely different skill, which can be used for a website as well as a super app. But at the same time, a product thinking is a very different thought process, I would say.
Sure.